Hello. I just heard that song. Hello, old friend. Hello. Yesterday it was Adele's Hello. And today, who is that sings that song? It's a really old song. Hello. Man, there is I'm really getting the feeling that there's a lot of messages that have to come out specifically for people from other people. And with this message, I'm getting an old man, like a grandpa. I'm being guided to use this oracle deck. Let's see what comes out. Hello. And that would be the voice of an old man, too. Hello, old friend. Hello. I actually kind of like that song. I haven't heard that song in so long. That's how you know it's a channel. It's an actual channel. On a TV, when it wants to come out, it just comes out. I haven't heard that song. It's not I swear. It's I swear. I have a jukebox in my head, okay? It just plays. Oh my God, look at Vision. This is kind of what I'm going off of right now. I don't know what it is that I'm sensing, but it's something emotional. Look at that for sure. High Priestess of Water. We going deep, ladies and gentlemen. And it's she was in limbo. It's as if somebody doesn't want to go deep, or they, so many of us, we don't know how loved we are with people around us, and we don't know sometimes how much we love ourselves, oh man, look at another High Priestess. This one of Earth. And then Fragment. Something's making me want to read that card. Let's see. And I just happen to have the goddamn box right here. What do you think the odds of that are? I like to actually keep the manuals right there, because sometimes I like to give the manual a good old read. A little look-see, Fragment. It seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Okay, so you might feel like your life is split in all these different directions. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I, Nyx, love you and see you as a beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem. Also remember to take a step back. When you're trying to understand something, you may be looking at only one piece of the giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So I can kind of get what they're saying there. So there's a vision, okay, that's about to be grounded. And I think you don't know how to feel about it because it's not here and you don't see the whole picture yet. You just see pieces of a picture that might be. But like it said, it really helps to take a step back from a lot of things and exit the equation for a second and then look back at it with different eyes. Because when you take a step back, everything looks different. Even when I paint, I have to remind myself to take a step back and look at it. Because the way that it looks from 10 feet away, which is generally how you're going to look at a picture between 5 and 10 feet away. You're not usually this close to a picture on the wall, right? You're away from it. That's majority of how you're going to see something. right? You're never going to be looking at it that close under like a microscope. So it's like, I think Spirit's saying like trying to connect you with something is about to happen. A vision that you had, okay, is about to come through. Or this is going to be a vision right now that is going to come through my eye. I don't know. I don't know if you use your third eye. I use my mind's eye. So I might be the one that has to picture this, but if I'm picturing it, then see it as a manifestation that's in the works for you. And it always helps to picture the situation before, right? Before it comes into your life, because then you're making room for it already. And I always do that. I do that with like a lot of jobs. If I have to travel or something, and I'll always try to figure out ways around it really quickly to make the job easier. Like, okay, if something happens, then I've got this place and this place I can stay. If something happens with my vehicle, I've got this garage and this garage. And if something happens here, then I can call this person because they live right there. It's always good to kind of like set yourself up with a vision. So then you're getting prepared for it, right? You're getting prepared for it. It's so funny. I can go until 2, 3, 4 p.m., not eating anything, maybe having a cup of coffee or something, a tea. And as soon as I turn the camera on, my stomach starts to growl. Like, it's like 10. I never eat this early in the morning. Oh, sorry, it's 11:30. Even still, I don't usually eat by noon. That's called complex tummy. I don't really eat that much. Especially in the morning. Oh God, eating in the morning sometimes it's like trying to pin me down. And as soon as I turn the video on, I get lightheaded and my stomach starts to growl. And I'm like, I just had like 5 hours to eat and I wasn't hungry at all. So weird. It's like I need snacks here or something, Should replenish my sugar content. All right, where are we going with this reading? Okay, we'll pull you if we can. Give us this vision. Living in the moment. That's a lot of this is. There's some type of contract coming and it's like you've seen it already. Could be a job contract, could be a soul contract. It's a soul contract in a way that it could be, you could have a child, you could get married, you could have a work contract. There are a lot of ways to sign contracts. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of scary, actually, how many different ways you can sign a contract. But it looks like maybe someone's going to call you. This girl's talking on the phone. So maybe someone's going to call you. And it's like, you've already seen this. Did you see that land on my wrist? How cute is that? Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. So there's some type of like lock and key coming. That could be physically getting the keys to a place. Right? You're obviously, obviously. If you got the keys to an establishment, then that's almost kind of management status. It doesn't matter if they don't call you a manager. If you get the keys to a place, that's manager status. Okay, that's hierarchy, I'm hearing, right? So you've got this vision coming in that's going to be grounded soon, and all the pieces of the puzzle are going to get put together. Okay, what's this High Priestess of Earth want to say? Okay, so we do, okay, we've got the sunglasses here, and I do feel like there could be somebody who's looking out for you. Like literally, like they've got this spot open and it's for you. They're just waiting for you. And it's like a hypothetical situation, but they won't make a move until you get there, kind of thing. Because we got this date. So it's like somebody sets a date with you. And I'm getting, this could be an interview. Okay, for the key to the establishment, this is where this conversation comes out of and this contract comes out of. There also has to be some type of agreement. You know, you have to be in that kind of energy where you're ready to make a partnership agreement, right? And a lot of people don't realize really what a partnership is. That is what a relationship is. Any relationship that you have, whether it's work, sexual, whether it's family, right? A relationship is a relationship. It's a partnership. It's where two people in the relationship, okay, are working actively together to keep the bars of justice even, right? Because every relationship is a give and take, right? It's how you see it. So this is like somebody's like, you might not even really know, but somebody is watching you or they're looking out for you, right? And I think you don't see it because the vision hasn't come yet and you don't know how to feel about it if it doesn't work out. So there's like, I feel like there's like some type of preconceived notion. Like I do feel like you know something, but you don't believe it, right? Because it's just a vision. It hasn't happened. And the whole point of visions is that's where we get deja vus, right? It's like you all of a sudden go, okay, I've been here before. I've seen this before. Yeah, because you've done it already. Oh my gosh, that's why these cards, okay, these cards wanted to be shuffled. And there's a card in here it's already been done. And I'm kind of sensing that with this. There is a water card right beside the High Priestess of Water. So this is like something is coming back around that's very magical and emotional for somebody. This is solo magic. This is something that you've done on your own. You've set this up to happen, right? And you've come about something with a lot of grace as you've been trying to create. You've been trying to create this vision. And now it's going to be offered to you through death. Remember, I keep talking about the scales of justice. Look what he's holding. Scales of justice. Something's not fair right now, and I can feel it. There's joy and light with confirmation. Galactic, universal confirmation that there is magic being done here. You are creating something, and it's going to be given to you. It's going to be gifted to you. Because it's something that you've done. It's like you've created magic out of tears. I don't know if you've been crying a lot, but if you have been, this is what this is about. Ooh, look at on the bottom of the deck, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And you know that when a phoenix rises from the ashes, it's a different bird, right? So I feel like this is a really powerful reading. Like you are stepping into something that is, yeah, this card was sticking out. Choices. There's a lot of choices that are coming your way because of this magic that you've created through your emotion. There's nature, solitude, and stability with channel. So you've definitely, actually, this was on the bottom of the deck when I pulled choices out from the middle of it with alchemy. So honestly, there's vision again. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty big reading for the collective here. What I'm getting is stability is coming in. So somebody has been in some really dire need of this energy. They've been alone for a long time. It's like they're almost, at one point, you might have even forgotten who you were. You've been so disconnected from everything, which is why you don't know how to feel about this, because I almost think like maybe somebody thought that they were about to die, and that's not what this is, you know, like it's like preparing for death, but you're not going to die. You're preparing for a transformation, which is a lot like death because you're not the same afterwards. You're completely different, right? So there's like a connection that you've had with nature through your tears. Like, I don't know if you were crying outside recently, or you cried and it like landed on a branch or on something, and then nature was like, that's not rain, that's somebody's tear, you know. And like your tears, I don't know if they have your DNA in them. I guess they don't. No one's ever talked about using tears as DNA. But they have your frequency in it, you know, like they have your energy in the water that comes from your tears, the salt, everything that's been produced by your body. Right? Because the water that comes out is like water that you've created in your body. You're made up of like 90% water. So this came like whatever connected your emotion to nature, that's when the magic started happening. It's like you remembered something, maybe in your past that like you always wanted to do, or you remembered somebody from your past or something, you know, and it's like you've brought the memory back alive again about something you always wanted to do. And you're getting there. Rising with a very changed mind. Things aren't the same as they used to be, you know? There's clarity, truth, honor, protection, power with heartbroken, dearly hurt, sad, separated, feeling lost. Like with, you know, with this fragment, right? Like you're seeing fragments of something, but nothing is coming together. And it's because you've been, it had to go to like, whatever it is that you've been trying to create. What I feel is like it had to literally go to the galactics and back, you know, like there was a lot that was involved with this project, you know, and that's why you've only seen bits and parts of it, because there's so much. This thing is so powerful, it's so big that you can't see everything right now, or it would overwhelm you. You'd be like, how the fuck do I get there? Like, what do you mean? You know, it's like, honestly, it's like the way that I'm feeling, it's not the same thing, but it's along the lines of, think of it this way. So I'm a fan of Jelly Roll. Okay. And he just won like 3 Grammys or something like that. He won a bunch of Grammys. Even if he just won 1 Grammy, I don't know. Could you imagine like when he started 20 years ago? Okay, he was rapping. He was doing his thing. Okay, I don't know if it was always rap, but he was doing his thing back in like 72. Okay, so it didn't just start in 72. Clearly, it started before then. Could you imagine that little Jelly Roll at the time ever thinking that he would be on the stage to the Grammys? Right? If he got that vision, which a lot of artists do, they get that vision of them on stage doing something. And whether or not, it doesn't have to be on stage. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, you know, because it's a great story, right? It could be so many things. It could be like, oh, now I'm getting the lady who wrote all the Twilights. Like, I'm pretty sure the story is with her. She like didn't have enough money to pay her rent for the next month. And she sold her books to whoever made them into movies. Right? Like she went from nothing and almost losing her apartment to being the woman who wrote Twilight. Like, do you think she would have ever thought? I think at that point, she was just hoping any publishing house would take that book. Any, just to get 5, 10, 50 copies out there. She was just hoping for the smallest little fish. And she got the biggest. Because when she was writing that book, it was all about that book. Same with Jelly Roll. When he started, it was just about him. He's still writing the way that he's always written. And it's led him to the stage, right? And he saw that vision. Now, I don't know if she saw that she was going to write Twilight, but it doesn't mean that she didn't see something, or she would have stopped trying a long time ago. But she didn't. She gave it one last shot, as if she knew that last shot was do or die. It was either going to happen or it wasn't. And she was going to lose her house, and her life was going to go in a completely opposite direction. Right? But I feel like when you have an intention set, right, and you follow that intention, then this is something that you could have visualized as a child, and it's now coming through. But you don't know how to feel about it because you've let it go for so long that it's hard to think about. Like, and now I just heard you could be having a baby, and you've been, you're in your 40s now, and you're like, okay, that's the dream I had when I was 20. Now I don't really know if I want to revisit that. And then it turns out to be the best thing that you've ever decided, right? Because some things that we were stripped away from, right, we still followed the path because it wasn't supposed to happen until now. And you know what? Sorry about that. I'm going to end it. Because that is like all we need to hear. That is exactly the message that needed to come out. And that is the message that is going to come out. And, let's just see if any signs come out. If I'm going to tag these with some signs or not. Ooh, there's strength, Leo. Six of bongs, or six of pipes, six of swords, six of air, letting, releasing. Yeah, there's been a lot of healing involved. A lot of preparation, a lot of healing, a lot of wishes. And there's the wheel. Definitely there's the Emperor. So Aries, Leo, King of Swords. Oh, there's Gemini. And Pisces. And Sagittarius. Holy shit. So this is going to resonate with quite a lot of people. All right. The time has come for this offer. There is an offer in the works, right? A couple of kings showed up. Like, you're getting like king status, like crowned or something. Like, this took a lot of energy to do, right? And a lot of healing, a lot of crossroads, a lot of unique roads that you had to go down, a lot of starts that never really got off the ground, right? Probably a lot of misjustice, a lot of things you had to like lock up, right? Because you had limited resources, and people told you, for the most part, you were dreaming that something like this could never happen. And when people say that, then my reaction has always been to entertain their idea for the time that I'm in front of them and continue my road. You know, like I found fighting with people over things is just, it doesn't work. You could argue and argue and argue until you're red in the face, and whoever's fucking point of view can't be seen through. I'm just done. Like, not everybody's going to be able to read you, right? Not everyone's going to, care to know why you're doing what you're doing or look around what you're doing. And like, I mean, Jelly Roll, he, like, going back to him, I mean, he makes some of the most beautiful songs. Like, I mean, like his voice is insanely amazing. Like, you wouldn't even think it. Like his voice, like, people just love him. He's so full of love, he's just passing around his love and his good energy. And that's what does it, like that's what changes people. And that's what changes you, is changing your energy and believing, because things do happen and dreams do come true and miracles happen. I've seen them happen. I've seen them. And I've talked to doctors who have seen them. And I've, witnessed things that if I wasn't there at that exact time, I would have never seen it. Like, do you know what that does to somebody's psyche to match up with such incredible divine timing. Like you can't unlive it and unsee it, you know, like it's gonna be there, and that's what it is, and it changes you, and if it changes you and it changes you for the better, then so let it be, you know. Like people are always gonna be nasty, and they're always gonna be judgy, and it's you know, you're gonna have haters, and it's like haters are just a part of it. Without them, you know, haters almost make you work for it even harder. You know, it makes you want to piss people off, because it's like, what I'm saying right now is pissing you off so much, it's making me want to say it more and more and more and get you people pissed off at absolutely nothing, because somebody else's opinion should not piss you off. Like, it is what it is. Just fucking walk away. Like, whatever. People are entitled to their opinion. If you're that much of an asshole, then you can't talk to anybody, right? Like, woof, 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 woof. People are dogs, and it is a dog-eat-dog world out there. And let me tell you, if you went above and beyond to try to make a vision possible, you are your best friend and your worst enemy. So be careful. Ooh, look at that. I love this card. The medical marijuana card on the bottom, man. Smoke some fucking weed, bro. Honestly. I've having to tell myself I've been smoking too much weed, because I kind of feel like I have been. And I'm like, Whitney, come on. I'm going to get a headache because I'm smoking so much weed. So don't overdo it. But treat yourself good, man. For right now, fuck it. This world is so weird. We don't even know half the things that are going on. Okay? Just the conspiracy podcasts alone that I listen to, I'm like terrified of the world. I mean, I'm going to still go out there and do my thing because you have to. But I mean, my God, this is such a weird place. So, I mean, live those visions if you can, you know, go out there and do something, because you just never know when this whole thing is going to be over with, you know? There's clarity, the man of justice. You know, justice, honestly, the Libra energy has been coming up so much. Like, I feel like justice is showing his face, his or her face, you know, like letting shit know, like, listen, this isn't going to fly anymore. Like, these people that are thinking that they can do something, like, they're going to get shut the fuck down is what they're going to do. Like, get shut the fuck down. Oof. And you know, I've had this song Unlive in my head, and that's by Jelly Roll and Yellow Wolf. And you can't unlive where you're from. Like there's like I was talking about DNA, you know, like there's DNA active inside of you. Like that, like energetically connects you to your family bloodline. People cannot pretend like you don't exist when you do. And you have active DNA, like a blueprint leading you back to your creators. So your parents can't even say they didn't have you, because your DNA is half your mom's and half your dad's. Universe always knows where you are. They might not know your whole situation all the time. That's why you gotta call in sometimes and give up your information and let your ancestors know what the fuck is going on, so then they can help you, help guide you, help lead you, turn the light on, you know? Anyways, huge message. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Wait for the next one. If it doesn't, if it does resonate, you know, like, boo, yeah. I don't know what's coming for you, but something pretty freaking big. So look forward to that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Obviously, if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. There's no point. It's just going to mess you up. You know, these messages are pretty collective. They may not resonate with everybody, but they resonate with somebody. So always remember, it is just tarot. You know, it's magical cards that line up to tell a story. It's all magic. Tarot is all magic. That's why you really have to believe either who's doing it for the right reasons and who's doing it just to make money, right? Because, like, right now I'm not getting anything from this. So, I mean, clearly I'm doing it from my heart. Because it sure as fuck came from my bank account. So, personal readings, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Monthly subscriptions, $4.99. Full refunds available, obviously, if you don't like the content or something. I don't know. What else? Thanks for everything. Thanks for like welcome all new subscribers. YouTube has my channel blocked again, so we're sitting at 1050. Like we've been sitting at 1050 for a couple weeks now, and which I know there's a block there. So here we go again. Block number 900 million from YouTube. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously these readings are just for you guys. They really literally are. They don't even want the fucking public touching them. So fuck the public. This is just for you. I don't even care. Honestly, I'm done fighting YouTube to get my videos fucking seen, because I was a partner before and it was the same content. And now I feel like YouTube doesn't have the money to pay for people. They don't have, so they stop channels from creating revenue, right? So that's just going to force my channel to go somewhere else, which is totally cool. I'm thinking about Patreon, and you know, this will be the beginning of the video and then it'll end on Patreon or something like that. You know, like I've got to somehow make money with this, and this is just not going anywhere for me, and I'm not going to give up on it. And I'm still pursuing making awesome fucking jewelry, by the way. Like I am still doing this, and my pieces are turning out like really fucking cool. So my jewelry is like popping off right now. So there are so many different things that you can do, and like so many revenues that I've seen, that I'm not gonna let anything fucking block me ever again. Like fuck that. You know, just when somebody thinks they've got me blocked on something, I'm gonna make a move somewhere else, and then they can't block two spots, right? So fuck, idiots. Honestly, there's so much negative energy out there that like when it's created, it's like you literally have to make so many moves to dodge bad energy. And I get it. So that's why you probably think that there's no way that this vision that you had could ever come true, but you had the vision for a reason. He didn't give up on you, so don't give up on it. Peace out. Word to your mothers.